Okay.
Cool. All right. But first of all, like you've been really making a lot of good progress, lah. So I'm really happy to see that. Okay. So do you think it's been like a bit of a mental shift since you first joined?
Yes, of course. At least I know it's doable because after all these years, I didn't think it was doable
Mm.
actually to lose that fat and to be a leaner person, which I am very happy right now. Definitely, you can see the definition, your body composition, especially at this age, the tummy and all those. But really, I'm quite amazed lah that
Okay.
it can happen.
Okay. So Penny, in this video, are you okay if I mention your age?
No, no.
Okay. Is there like age range I can mention?
Yes, age range.
Okay. All right. So 40 plus. That's a more accurate one now. Okay, yeah, I'll start with the first one now. Okay. So the first question is something simple. So start with something simple. Prior to working at my coaching program, Built by Risk, so what was going on in your life before you started working with me and Anna?
What was going on? I was trying to lose that body fat because I know as we age, the fat will accumulate more and more. And I think I've accumulated enough to my tolerance level. And before that, I was trying to eat. I would say a lot of people think that they eat quite clean and healthy. And I'm in that category,
Mm.
thinking that I'm eating clean and quite healthy. I tend to lose maybe half a kilo, 1 kilo on and off, but it will just bounce back easily. So that was what happened. And also that's the frustration also, where you try to do it, but you just can't do it. And you think you're doing it right. So that's one thing that was the mind shift and then the thinking behind that.
Okay. So when you said that, okay, so pretty much like when you tried it by yourself, right? Is it just only eating clean? Or what, is there anything else that you tried?
I do workout, but of course the workout is also no structure. I go to the gym 2, 3 times,
Mm.
Pilates, at least 2 times gym and 1 time Pilates. So again, I try to go gym, take the weights and all those. I don't see progress as in I don't I don't carry heavier weights or I didn't try different variation in terms of the exercises. Of course, when in your Instagram, your TikTok and all this kind of thing, it's just certain parts of the body, but it doesn't work that way. So when like your program is like you don't have, oh, just work your abs today or whatever. It's the whole program, but you see your whole body, the muscle is growing, and then it's not just, oh, today I feel like working my bicep, I'll just do bicep. But it doesn't work that way. Last time I used to do it that way. Yeah.
There's a lot of misconception, lah. Like people, when they want to slim the tummy, they just work out their abs.
Yeah.
Like with their butt, the only thing to do is to go to do
Yeah.
butts. Okay. So was there like a specific moment where you thought that, okay, you know what, I need to do something different?
Yes, when I saw my friend, of course, I saw the transformation. And I have always been looking to do something different, scrolling your IG and all those, but there's no structure and you don't give your effort, you don't give your heart into it. So I just, oh, okay, I do this. And today I feel like I saw this, I saw I'll just try this in the gym. Oh, I'll try to eat this, I'll do that and all those. But once in the program, it builds that habit. Then it becomes like you. It's like a second part. It's very automatic. It's like you. But when you don't do it and put it full-heartedly, you'll be like, oh, today I feel like doing this. Tomorrow I feel like doing that. Then you keep on changing. That's why your body weight also keep changing. Today can be this, and then tomorrow lower, next day higher. So it doesn't work that way. But I think with this program, it's more structured. You understand it better. You know what is working, what is not working.
Yeah. So essentially is because Jennifer, what you saw in Jennifer, and because of what you mentioned, is made you reach out to me specifically because of that. Is it?
Yeah, and I really wanted to see if it really works. I came in with okay, when I reached out to you, I came in with a half-hearted, skeptical in that sense, but give it a try. If you don't try, you will never know. But if you try, if it works that way, then yes, it is that. So I had a little bit of doubt when coming in, but once you go on and keep on doing it for weeks, months, then you realize, it's not just people told me what it doesn't happen or it cannot happen on you. But yeah, so when I came in, really, I had a bit of doubt, but I told myself, give myself a best shot.
Okay. All right. So actually going on to that point, right? So when we had a conversation, you said, you know what, I'm going to think about it, but you didn't exactly commit straight away. So at that point, when you said you want to think about it, so what exactly made you hesitate And then after that, and we all know also after 3 months, we extended another 3 months, right? Yeah. So what made you hesitate in the beginning and what changed your mind after the first 3 months?
Okay, beginning is first thing is I hesitated because first thing, of course, is one thing. Second thing is a commitment with my kind of schedule, and I cannot foresee my schedule in the next 3 months. In between, you saw how crazy the schedule was. So I'm afraid that, hey, you already committed, but then halfway you give up, like you cannot because, hey, because of my schedule, I give up. That's the thing I was afraid. A lot of people is afraid of commitment. Imagine committing to, I know from Jennifer, she said, oh, there will be 15,000 steps. You'll be 15,000 step walking. So these are the things that you're very worried, like, how am I going to do 15,000 steps when 10,000 is just barely meeting? All these things that she said, oh, have to do something. It's not a big commitment, but 15,000 steps seems very big. Like the food wise, I wasn't very worried because I'm eating that way and all those kind of things. But then it's commitment and your schedule. You cannot tell what's your schedule like. And you feel, I'm afraid that it could be very it's going to be just like this, very structured. There's no way to run. Like you just have to follow this. Imagine when you're traveling, you can't do it. So that was what I was afraid of, the commitment part because of schedule. A bit of the cost, I mean, that's always one part of it. And of course, then really is, can I follow through? Yes, personally, then will you be able to follow through? So that was what was going through my mind.
Okay, so that what made you hesitate. Then after the 3 months or nearing the 3 months when it ended, what made you decide, okay, you know what? I'm down. I'm staying. I'm going to do another 3 months.
Actually, it's because of you see the result and you see how highly flexible the program can be with our lifestyle, with as in our work-wise, our schedule, and how you have that leeway. It's not like carved in stone, you must do this, means you must do this. Once you have that habit in place, that would actually bring you through very difficult times when you're traveling and you can't even hardly do 10,000 steps. You are stuck in a hotel room, you got meetings and all this kind of thing. So you realize that what you have built will just keep going. It won't, 1 or 2 days of not enough step won't kill your whole program and pull you back to where you started. So that's what I realized. I was quite, actually going it when I first started and all those, I was very careful, as in, oh, very stressed. Hey, I cannot make the 2 days exercise or 4 days exercise. I cannot do the same steps. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I got a bit worried, and of course, you are afraid that this will just pull you back to step one, right? Your beginning stage. But I realized that program can be highly flexible. They actually cater for people like us when we travel for work, when we have crazy schedule, just about meetings, and then not enough steps. But now it has become automatic that I prefer to walk than take the lift. I walk from my car park right now just to keep that steps and happily walking. And everywhere now, I prefer to walk. I choose walking, clocking in my steps rather than taking the lift. It's become, it's like now yourself, it's automatic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's then something. Okay. When you going on to that point, so what exact is it? Only the flexible schedule of flexibility is involved that kind of surprised you when we were working together inside this coaching program?
And also, yeah, and the formula, as in the program itself, will work. Even once you build that habit in, it becomes your second skin. Second thing is, don't have to worry for, you think that, hey, I've done 1.5 months of work, but this 1 week I'm going to go crazy traveling and all those, no time to exercise and all those. Will it derail the whole thing? It won't. What you have done, you have built, it will continue to go on. And 1 week or sometimes when you're traveling, all those, it wouldn't derail. So to understand that what you have built will not be destroyed immediately, like 1 week, or if you can't do that. So it's also habitual. And the work that we have done all that time is not going to go thrown off the window with just 1 week of traveling and crazy schedule. That's what I understand. And of course, the flexibility, that's one thing. But really to understand that what you have done and what you're doing in your body and all those, it will continue to work.
Okay. So going back to your schedule stuff, right? So how did the nutrition side fit into your actual life? The travel, your client meetings, your dinners, all that. Can you elaborate a bit more? Like how the nutrition aspect of it?
You become smarter, as in
Also.
choosing your food. What kind of food will fuel your body? What kind of food will be good for your body? You will learn to love your body more because your body will do what it needs to do when you love it more and eat what you need to. And really, with all that eating right, it's not about just calories, getting the protein, getting the macros, especially protein right, I actually do not have digestive problem, which
Wow.
I usually have. If I eat something, I can be eating the same thing, but just one day it's not maybe women hormonal and all those kind of things. And in your 40 to 50, that kind of age. So I didn't realize that actually eating enough protein and fuel the body. I can tell you ever since I started the program, I don't have those moment where I have digestive problem, the bloatedness, the suddenly it doesn't go well with my stomach. I will have diarrhea or it was just digestive problem. I never had that episode when I started program until now. And I don't get it until your stomach very bloated. Those days I would be eating something, but to me, I'm eating the same thing. But why today it doesn't go well with the system and you have a very bloated stomach? But ever since I did like really putting my protein, prioritizing my protein first about everything, it just went away. And I never had bloated stomach.
Okay.
That's very weird. You just think that, hey, I've been eating protein and all, I've been eating about the same thing. But how come? But prioritizing now, everything is also very normal. Now it's very, first thing is, whatever I look at, my protein first. Good protein.
Right mindset. Nice.
Yes, and then getting from natural food. Your shake is to supplement, but if you can't get it from your natural food and all those, just get it there.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
of course, no processed food. If I can.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of that, okay. So what do you think? Okay, so what's something that you still eat regularly that people will be shocked to hear?
I still eat my peanut butter. I still like my peanut butter jam sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, I do go for my pastry right now after the first week. Wow, so scared, right? So I was like, I'm training so safely and all. I eat my pastry. I do eat my cakes, but do I need to finish a whole piece of cake? No, I usually don't. Last time also I don't. But now I'm not worried about, hey, if I eat this piece of cake, would I grow fat? And I even show my friends, I go to my friends and they're like, you must be eating a lot of very restrictive, you cannot eat this. I said, no, I'm sitting here eating lunch with you. I'm eating what you're eating, but I control my portion. I know what I need to do. That's all. I still enjoy that kind of food. Even before this, I'm not a sweet tooth person. I don't go for. I still eat my Chinese cereal biscuit. I'll have one or two butter cookies, chocolate chip cookies for my friends. The Chinese cereal, I still do. So people will be like, "Are you very restricted in your food?" No, I'm eating what you're eating, but of course I know when to stop and I control it. It's all about controlling your portion. You don't need to go crazy about it. Nasi lemak, I also go for nasi lemak. So I don't think it has really changed a lot of my diet.
Okay. But at any point of time, did you ever feel like you had to starve yourself or you had to give up the foods that you love?
Okay, when you're going through the fat loss, there are some sacrifices. You just need to do the math, right? Now, it's just I always tell people, and then they say, oh, that means you don't eat this, you don't eat that. You don't. I say, no. It's just that you're given 1,200 ringgit to spend a day. You choose what you want to spend, right? So same thing. That's the same thing. So I'll choose wisely what I need to spend and what I need to prioritize. Now, do I feel hungry? No, I do sometimes, but maybe it's not enough. Then I will count that if I have enough calories to go for something, I still eat my sweet treat nowadays will be my yogurt, my Greek yogurt, which
Okay.
is nice. I don't eat a lot last time, but now I'll just eat it. Also, with this program, I've eaten a lot of things that I don't usually eat. That's like higher protein. Greek yogurt is not the nicest thing to eat, a high protein Greek yogurt, yeah. But I can just eat it and enjoy it like my ice cream now. So I don't need to really have the ice cream with all those calories and lots of sugar. That Greek yogurt will satisfy my craving. And I can tell you also with this, I have lesser craving. Last time I control my craving before the program, but now it's one biscuit will just satisfy my craving. I don't need to have more.
Nice. Okay, that's about your nutrition part. Okay, speaking about like coming back to your schedule, right? So how did you handle weeks where like work was insane, or like crazy schedule, travel and stuff like that? How do you handle those kind of weeks in terms of your training, nutrition, stuff like that? How do you manage it?
Okay, my training will have to, I try to clock in 1 to 2 times when I'm traveling, but sometimes it's just too crazy the whole week I'm away. And sometimes I'll just go pop by the gym in the hotel, but that will do the minimum thing because sometimes they may not have the full equipment. But again, the program allows you to, at least if you tell me 1 week I really don't have a gym to go to, I think it's all right. But I kept my steps. That means I walk in the airport. I'll just keep on walking. Anything that I can see, anywhere that I can see, I can walk. I will walk, which I'm okay with it. A movement is good. I like to move. I cannot sit still. So that's how I kept the steps, the minimum steps, what I need to do. But gym-wise, if I really can't that week, it's not going to kill me again. I know next week when I come back, I'll just have to start where I stopped. Maybe I can't progress in terms of my weight, but that doesn't stop me from progressing. So that's where that's how I kept up with the program when I am traveling like crazy schedule, like a week, I will be away. But really the movement is just walking. It's very simple. You walk everywhere, anywhere. I can walk around the airport many times until waiting for my flight and clocking my steps.
Okay. All right. Those are okay. So those are about your workout and steps. What about like when crazy weeks, crazy schedule? Does your nutrition changes or no?
Okay, then sometimes when you go for like client dinner and all those, you cannot control what they serve. And you cannot be, you see your protein, you cannot be taking the protein in a table of 10, right? You take everything for yourself. So that we will have to be mindful. And again, I didn't realize that when you track, it's very important. Last time I'm half-heartedly when I track. I was half-hearted when I track, right? Yeah, we always use the agak can. It's about there. But when you really track it, you know what is missing in your macros, you can supplement. So when I travel, if I don't get, I either bring my powder, my shake with me, or if I don't, I'll get it from the supermarket. And I have learned to be very smart to actually check the calories and what kind of, how many gram of protein I'm getting in terms of your protein per gram and calorie and all this kind of thing. So you're smarter in choosing what you need to put into your body and to meet your protein, your macros, your protein, your fat, and your carbo. So a lot of time when I was traveling, I don't get to eat the food as protein because sometimes you just can't. I will use those drinks that's available in 7-Eleven and all those to meet my protein goal. So I have done that when I was traveling, and food really you can't really choose when you're in an event. You cannot be choosing your food of what they serve and all. Yeah.
Okay. So the next part is, I think we're about 5 months in, I think plus minus end of October. Is that right?
November. Yeah, early November.
Late November and October around there. Since then until now, I think you're in the reverse dieting phase as well, as I remember. Yeah. So how much have you lost so far? And okay, in your words, okay, so how much have you lost so far and how long did it take? I know how much you lost. I just want you to say it.
How much? I lost about 6. I lost about 6-ish.
Are you sure it's 6?
Yeah, I thought so. About 6 plus.
Okay, so to be exact, I have it here. So 60 point something all the way down to like 6. Yeah, so you were at 60.4 and the lowest you dropped was 53.6. And then as of today, we are at 53.9.
Yeah, about 53. Yeah, so I kept it. Yeah, I cannot imagine when a lot of people say you lost a lot of weight, but they didn't really dare to ask me what happened to you losing a lot of weight. I say I lost weight, yes, but I lost also fat, which I am very happy about. That's why I feel that I don't look haggard. I don't look like very weak and all. That's the difference of losing your fat and losing muscle with fat together and all those. Yeah. So the main thing is, yes, I lost about 6. Okay, like when I first started when I told you October, yeah, I was about 60. Imagine now I'm holding about 54 or so, which is, yes, something I would never imagine. To be very frank, when I lost 2 kilos, I was very happy already. And I started to be skeptical again. Can I go down some more? You see the weighing machine, and of course it's not just about weight. It's really the body and all those, the composition, and you feel your clothes fitting differently. Then you realize is that, from this point, yeah.
I will get into that about the clothes and stuff like that. Okay, but I remember you were telling me, Anna and I, like you were stuck at 60 for the longest time. How long was it? Was it 14 years, 15 years?
Yeah, I was 58 to 60. Okay, I can hit as high as 62 sometimes, then it comes back down. That's why I told you it goes yo-yo. So I was about 58 to 60 all the way for many years. I think more than 15 years or so, 14, 15, around there. Can you imagine? I don't want to remember it. So it has been the longest time. So I don't want to remember it. So it's really a long time. More than 10 years, definitely more than 10 years. It's been yo-yoing, and especially when you grow older, it gets harder. I was telling myself when I was younger, I just need to work out and eat less, I will lose that weight. But now it's so hard. It doesn't go off.
Okay. But now it's easier to go off, right? When you do it right.
Yes. Yes. Now you know what you need to do. You know what actually is the right thing to do and what you need to eat. Then that's easy. And that's why a lot of people have the misconception that you lost so much, you must be very strict in your diet. You cannot eat this, cannot eat that. I still enjoyed my Chinese New Year dinner. I did eat when they were mixed, especially Chinese dinner, a lot of different things. I've been eating different things, but I actually counted, as in I lock it in. That makes the difference. What you're eating, how much you need to come eat, and what is missing in your macros.
Okay. So now coming back to the changes that you've seen, right? So what changed first for you? Was it like the scale, the clothes, or how you felt first? Which one?
The scale, of course, is the first thing, right? That is happy. Then you see every day trending downward trend, is so happy because you have never seen that. But the main thing I told you, I want to be a stronger person, right? And I want to be leaner. That was the main thing I wanted to be. And I can see I am leaner now because I was just thinking to myself, now clothes or pants or skirt feels a bit different because it hugs nicely to my waist. Last time when you have a pouch, it is drop waist, right? It's lower, like drop waist. Then now when it's at your waist, it feels different because last time it's never at your waist. You want to buy something that's looser so that it drop a bit because you have that pouch, that fat in your abdomen area. So now it feels very different. So of course, the first thing is the weighing scale, the scale numbers is what coming down, you feel happy. But what I'm most happy is really the leaner part. I remember I told you this, I want to be a leaner person. I am thin, but I am never lean in my younger days. So I've never been lean. Even when I was younger, I've always been thin. So there's a difference.
So lean is where that you have some muscles to show off after losing that body fat.
Yeah. Yes.
So has anyone around you commented on the change?
Yes, a lot. Today I spoke to a businessman. She said, yeah, you lost a lot of weight. Didn't they tell me and all this because I told them. They say, yeah, I remember you lost a lot of weight. And yeah, friends around me say and especially during the fat loss phase, they were like, you're very thin already. Don't be so thin. I'm like, don't worry, it will be reversed. And it's okay. I won't be fat again, as in that, but I want to be strong and lean. So they see a lot of people have seen really that I've lost a lot of weight. And to be very frank, people, especially women, right? They cannot believe that at this age and this, right, you are able to lose that. People is just, to me, I think people will think that, hey, women at this age, maybe you will accumulate a bit of fat. And yeah, but to really reverse this whole thing, that we can eat healthy, we can still be strong, and we can still be lean at any age. Just get the right formula.
All right. Okay. So how do you feel different as a person now, not just physically, after like months of doing this coaching program?
Definitely, you feel you're more empowered, as in you know what you need to eat, what goes well with your body, what your body needs, and then your body will actually reciprocate when you put in the right formula, as in put in the right food. Your body will just do the work. Now, really, I feel my body is lighter, okay, and I can be stronger. That means even in the gym, when I'm now in my reverse dieting, I try the mindset to try to get heavier, to build that, and your body will thank you for it. You will have a tired, like when I first started, every month I have a different workout program, right? Definitely the first week when I started, the whole body is like, I have aching. But now it feels good. After the second week, the third week, your muscles want to thank you for it. And you are like, wow, I'm adding more weight. It's good. It feels good. But when the first week you're total right, I'm like, I always want to ask, Anna, why do you give me this kind of tempo? But now I'm learning to love it. And I think my body is thankful for that.
Are you referring to the VMA?
Whatever lah, tempo. That's why I said when I first saw it, how come I got very funny tempo, like 3, 4, 1, 0 or something like that? What do you mean by 4? Go down and wait for 4 seconds. I'm like, how? The VMA is also, now that, wow, I see the VMA, I'm champion already, I know what to do. So these are the things that you learn you really feel empowered and you realize that you're learning new things. Tempo is important. Last time you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Every week you do the same thing. But when you change the tempo, you change all this, your body will actually also learn to grow and your muscle will grow. You see a different body composition, I must say.
So now, for people that are watching this, right? So people that I'm going to show this to, in your mind, your perception, okay? So what was the biggest myth about losing weight that you used to believe, but now it's completely changed?
The weighing machine is very important.
Okay, wait, hang on. What do you mean by
As
that?
in, though you just see your numbers dropping is the most, that's good. It's not.
Okay. So
You know,
that's okay. So
yes.
repeat that clearly again. So you're saying the myth that you used to believe is that the weighing scale is the most important.
Yes, because you see, before I started this program, I was sick for a week or so. I lost 2 kilo in 1 week. 2
Uh-huh.
kilo in 1 week, right? Because I was sick. But I looked so unhealthy. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I'm like, my gosh, what happened? But now I see the weighing scale going slowly down and down and down, but I feel healthy. My digestive system is better. I don't look like half a ghost because when I was sick 2 weeks and then I lost 1 week, I lost 2 kilo. I felt I looked like a ghost when I saw myself in the mirror. But now I feel that I'm healthy, I'm stronger. I want to do more, and I think my body can do more, even though I'm losing weight. So I have also learned mindset shift. Don't just look at the weighing scale. Last time it's always the weighing scale. When I hit 60 kilo, I'm like, shit, I got to eat less. But that's not the main thing. Now I start to look at how much is my muscle, lean muscle, and how do I look in terms of body composition? How does my clothes feel and all that? So that is more important than the weighing scale. I've learned to move past to just look at the weighing scale numbers.
Nice. And now it's more about how you look in clothes, how you feel, and stuff like that, right?
Yes, and how more active I feel, and then stronger I feel in the gym when I lift. I try to, yes, I can do it. Try just for few reps or whatever. Then you try. Then you actually gauge whether your body can take heavier weight or should we move up in terms of the weight and all that kind of thing.
Alright. So let's just say you have a friend, okay? So if you had to describe to a friend of what we do to your friend in one sentence, what would you say?
What we do is we definitely empower you with knowledge and in a shift of your mindset of just thinking about losing weight is the scale have to move. Moving the numbers in the scale is much more than that. And we want something that's sustainable. And you really is knowledge to empower, learning more, and to more you will know what to do.
Okay. So what would you tell someone who's, let's say someone's watching this, and then what would you tell someone who's in the same position that you were in before?
Do come with an open mind.
Mm.
Okay. Come again also with a lot of question and skeptical. Be skeptical. Be curious. And then you'll see how this thing can work. It's not just about what you learn in IG and all those, eat more protein and all those. Just come in with, I definitely came in with a bit of a, yeah, true. Let's see that kind of attitude. Let's see how it goes. I'm not sure whether this will work. That was my attitude coming in. But I guess I was also committed because I want to see a better version of myself.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. All right. So, okay, last one. So let's say we reverse back time 6 months ago, right? Would you do it again?
Yes, I will do it again. And I'm like, after this 6 months, let's see what's going to happen next. Whether I will think about extending or whatever. So these are things that is coming into my mind already. And whether I have gathered enough knowledge. So these are things, it's really about learning. And the program is ask you anything. I think I've asked the silliest question as a
Right.
beginner and all those and all, but just ask and
Yeah.
learn.
No, I think like in terms of having a coaching relationship between the coach and the client, like I don't feel that there's should be like any limitation into the kind of question. Okay. And I don't like it. Like when I hire a coach, I don't like it if I'm feeling lost. And I'm sure that my clients wouldn't like it if they're feeling lost as well. So any kind of questions, we always welcome you to ask, no matter how stupid it is. If you should see that my other WhatsApp group with my other clients, there's a lot of like more funnier stuff as well.
Yeah, so all learn. Yeah, beginning you'll tend to be a bit kalam kabut, a bit what, but it's okay once you get the hang of it because Jennifer is so chill, right? She said, yeah, it's very simple. I'm like, huh? At the beginning, I'm so stressed. But she said, don't stress, chill. So when you go along like now, I'm also very chill. And now when I go to the gym, I roughly know my setup already. Okay, I give myself time. I'll set up my own station and do my own thing. Because first a new workout, you'll get a bit, you need a bit of time. But once you get through the first one, you will know what to do. So when I go to the gym now, I'm very clear of my program for this month, what I need to set up, what I need to do. That's it. Then get it over and done with.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot this question. Okay, so let's just say someone in your situation at your age, right? Let's just similar age group, a similar situation. Like, what if they have this kind of worry, like, hey, what if I'm doing my form wrong? What if I'm doing it? Aren't you worried that you're gonna get injured and stuff like that? What would you say to someone like that?
I actually go through the video that you sent, the note that is in the workout many times. Research. If don't know, just ask. And then I didn't have time to always video myself to see whether it's right or wrong. But I always ask which muscle to work back and forth, which muscle that should I feel more and all those. So when I do it, I get the form to actually get which muscle to feel a bit worked and all those kind of thing. You see me asking questions like which muscle, why do I feel at the lower back, how is it, and all that. So that's something that it's good to have I have a coach to answer you and all. And I watch the video in the workout many times, back and forth. I also go and research. Sometimes I Google and say, oh, which muscle to work out and all those kind of things. So for me, I have very basic knowledge of the gym workout and I mean what to do. So if I'm not sure, I'll ask.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, last more for my social media stuff. Okay, so I just want you to help me complete this sentence. Okay, the sentence is this. Okay, so before working with Riz,
I was clueless. And
right,
I thought I knew the formula and I thought I can do it by myself and not pay or get someone to help me because there's resources is out there, IG, Google and everything. But it's very different when you have someone to give you that structure, to guide you, to answer you when you have question about nutrition, about your form, about your workout. It's very different. Then you will be on the right track and you will be more structured. The main thing is to have a structure that work. You cannot be getting things, bits and pieces from different resources, social media and all those kind of things. It will give you knowledge, but it's not going to have that kind of structure for you to work it out and to see that whole fundamental laid down properly. If you really want to have something that really work, get it proper and have a good fundamental. Yep.
okay, and then the final one. Okay, okay. So before working with Riz, I thought losing weight meant.
The scale going down.
That's it.
And yes, and your weighing machine just go down every day. That's how it should be. But and also eat less and control very strict diet. That's what I thought it would be.
And now mindset has shifted.
Mindset shift, you can still eat what you want. You just know how much calories you're going to cook in for that week, for that day. Enjoy it. I don't get that kind of craving. One or two will do. When you crave for ice cream, choose. When you crave for biscuits, pastry, just choose and then do your math.
All right. Goodness. Thank you so much, Fanny. That was super helpful.
So,
That has been great. Okay. And okay, so that was all the questions I had for you. Okay. Moving forward, like after this, yeah, keep going, however you're doing. And your reverse dieting is going to be a bit technical, but if needed, like I said, you're more than welcome to ask any questions inside the WhatsApp group. Hey, how's it? Are you still using the Riz AI?
yeah, I got to wait for it to renew because I asked so many questions. Have to
when
be,
did you-
huh? Soon it will be this week. I think it will be renewed, but it's good because I always ask certain things and then it answers me. Especially I ask which muscle, which what, whatever, and then I also show AI my workout for that day and all those. He will tell me, okay, good, you kept your heart rate at this and all kind of things. So roughly I know the intensity. If I keep my heart rate at level 2 and above, then I'm keeping the intensity and all those, not try to relax too much or go back to 1 and then that get calorie burns and all. Yeah, so roughly I know that I have to keep the intensity during my workout, doing the different workout lor. So at least to have that calorie burn and all those things lor.
Okay. So so I'm always looking to improve that AI. Any comments that you have, anything that you want me to improve it on my end?
So far, it's been quite good. It serves the purpose for me. I feel when I ask question and all those. But Jennifer and I do exchange notes sometimes. Say, hey, very good. This one can answer this. I'm like, oh yeah. So she discovers something new. She tells me, and I discover something new. I tell her. So we are like, hey, very good. So I mean, sometimes I may not ask that kind of question, but she asked. Then she told me, hey, this kind of question can answer one. Oh, okay. Like it's quite real, right? Oh. So then if I discover something, I ask something question, right? Then I'll tell her, hey, this one also can answer you this. Then so we discover from each other, like thinking that the AI is quite good answering different questions. Yeah.
Yeah, but any point in time that you feel that the AI is not working or anything that you feel it needs to be improved, you let me know in the WhatsApp group. I'll update it immediately.
Okay, can.
Right. Thank you